the car company that's patented a voice-activated in-vehicle toilet.
Hey, nice.
Which can be built into the passenger seat.
I have some thoughts on that.
Yeah, you can drive forever.
It's built into the passenger seat, and that's where I have a problem. This should be for the driver because, A, you're only ever going to use it when you're in the car alone. So
Right.
You're probably driving. But it has a heating element to evaporate pee and an exhaust fan to take care of odors.
Okay.
You're not planning to install that into your truck? What kind of truck is it?
Black truck. You know that. All right, are we going? Let's go. This is due to Underwhelming Demand, the podcast that's like getting snow on April 20th. It makes you just want to scream, stop!
Yeah.
Enough!
I know. We were out for a walk that day, and everybody was like, what the fuck? I was like, yes. Yeah.
Can you tell I wrote that joke on April 20th?
Yeah.
Anyway.
It's great for the cannabis stores.
Well, I thought I was actually high. I don't think that, I don't think April 20th or 420 is even a thing anymore, is it? It's legal. You can't, is it a thing?
I'll tell you what, quickly, Uber Eats released stats of cannabis deliveries for 2025.
Yes?
The highest delivery days were a couple of days in January during a snowstorm.
Uh-huh.
Followed by the second busiest cannabis delivery day of the year.
420.
Boxing Day.
Boxing Day, of course.
Oh,
how did I not get that?
Well, that kind of makes sense.
That's funny.
Okay,
sure, yes.
So.
Very funny.
Hysterical,
so.
yeah.
Yeah, I guess so. All right, well, that went a different way, but this is, we are Dave, Rachel, and Forman. Coming up on the podcast today, Rachel has discovered what her 40-plus woman category is.
Yeah. Yeah, we all fit into categories, and I now know mine.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have an idea. But
no, you don't.
Well, I think I do.
Okay.
Foreman wonders how you eat your ice cream cake.
Yeah. In what order?
I don't. Thank you.
All
so
right.
thanks for bringing that to the party.
Okay. And I'm going to start with, do you or don't you like getting a phone call from your doctor?
Depends what the news is.
It really depends. Yeah.
Yeah.
Really
it
depends.
really depends. Because I received a phone call from my doctor earlier this week as we record this. And the reason that I would say it's 50-50 if you get a call from your, like if you go to the doctor with a malady, and like for instance, when I went, when I had that really horrible cold, and he said, "Well, it might be pneumonia. We'll send you for an X-ray," and then you get a call from your doctor saying, "Yeah, you really have pneumonia, and it's quite bad. So if you're not getting any better, come see me." And that was a good call. Yeah, because I went in and I got better meds and I got better.
Mm-hmm.
If you're waiting on test results, you want that call immediately.
Well, I guess so.
Yeah. Right.
I guess you do in that case, but in this case, it was a test result. So I just recently went for my annual physical. Do you guys go for physicals yet?
No, I don't think our doctor really offers that. To be
Really?
honest. She's very busy. Yeah, I don't know.
I haven't since Nova Scotia.
Yeah,
I
Been
guess
a couple
I
of
should.
years.
well, you're in your 40s, so I would suggest that you don't have to do it right now. I certainly didn't do it when I was your age, but I'm glad I do it now, and I make an appointment. See, my doctor doesn't do it all the time. He sets aside, maybe a week where he invites people in for physicals, and so I just book a year ahead. And in I go.
Oh, okay.
And we have a nice discussion, and he checks me out, and he asks me a few questions. And
Pokes and prods.
He pokes and prods, and take a deep breath, and taps here. And
fun little story. Our family doctor, before we went to Nova Scotia.
Yes.
Got a great story. She... turns out now her daughter is on the same swim team as Harley.
Oh, great.
And so she's another parent on the same team, and we see her all the time.
Yes.
Someone who's poked and prodded all four of us.
Oh, great.
And knows us better than anyone else, probably.
Oh. That's fun.
Super fun to see her every day.
that's
Yes, I
awesome.
would think. I would think
nothing against her. Just,
just a little
that's always in the
uncomfortable.
back of your mind.
Slightly
Like,
uncomfortable.
you've seen me naked, so whatever.
Slightly uncomfortable. Okay, so we go through the whole thing, and then if I have anything that I want to ask him, blah, blah, blah. So we go through the whole, normally everything's good, blood pressure is good, this is good, do you have any of this? Do you have any? No, everything's fine. Now he gives me my piece of paper, and I got to get blood work done. There's 2 little blood works that I get done. I get a PSA, which Forman should know what it is. That's for prostate cancer, to see if you have any issues.
Okay,
And
good.
the other thing I get is a blood test for, it's a hemoglobin, so it checks whether, cholesterol and all of that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So I got a phone call from my doctor after I went for my blood work.
Uh-oh.
And it turns out my cholesterol is reaching a too high stage.
Oh, no.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. So,
That's
and
not
it wasn't actually the doctor that called. It's
The nurse.
the woman that works with him.
Right,
And she's
yes.
lovely. And she just said, look, the doctor wants to let you know that it's it's now a little high.
Okay.
And that you need to change your diet. And that's all. She doesn't tell me exactly. Like, I could go to him and waste his time and say, well, what do I need to do? But
Right.
it's very easy to Google that. Like,
Yes,
how do
you definitely can.
Yeah. What diet to help lower cholesterol?
Right.
So the issue with cholesterol is fatty foods, processed foods,
Yep.
fried foods.
Mm-hmm.
I think dairy, so cheese, stuff like that. All of those things can raise your cholesterol. So, and red meat's a bad one. Red meat's not good either.
Those
So
are
these
all
are
delicious, though.
these are all things
It's all the
that
best foods.
Yeah.
these are all things that I now have to go, okay, I can't have you anymore.
Well, you could probably have them in
I guess in
small
moderation,
amounts.
but here's the thing, Rachel, and you guys know me. Like, this surprised me because I do avoid, like, I don't eat things, occasionally. Yes, I like pizza.
You're a quite healthy person.
Yes, I
Yeah.
exercise every day, and that's one of
Yep.
the things they tell you to help lower your cholesterol. Exercise, all of that. Well, I do all of that, and don't eat. We have a healthy diet here. My wife is very good at making sure, but we do enjoy. Going out for dinner, and maybe you're eating fries, or maybe you have a burger, or maybe, like, I stay away from processed meat. Like, I'm not really, I won't eat a hot dog or a sausage or that kind of stuff. Like, I won't. I don't eat that stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
And I don't eat a lot of breads. I usually just use wraps. I don't, because I'm trying to keep my weight at and that's another thing that it tells you for cholesterol. You could lose weight. And I think, well, I didn't think I was.
I don't think
You don't
can.
really need to.
I don't think I'm fat. I'm not skinny, but I don't think I'm fat. So this is all a little bit of a surprise to me.
Yes,
until
it is a shock when you have to change your diet, and it's like, ugh.
Well, yeah. So now, and my wife is very good about this. She's excited because she thinks if she goes along with the foods that I'm going to now have to eat and reduces some of and maybe lose a little bit of weight, she's going to lose a little bit of weight. too.
Sure.
That
Yes.
makes her very happy.
Right.
So she came home and we put together I haven't had it yet. It's a breakfast thing that went into a mason jar that's got chia seeds and oatmeal and
Okay, like
a
overnight
protein
oats.
powder. Yeah, overnight oats. Wow,
right.
that sounds delightful. I can't wait to dig into that. Anyway, so
They're
I
not
got.
bad. I used to make it all the time. I
Yeah.
like it.
Well, I'm going to have to change again. I'm going to have to change. I can't be. I agree with you, Rachel. I think I can still have some red meat, just not a lot. Like, I'm going to be eating a lot of and I do that anyway. I don't really eat ground beef. I eat ground turkey or ground chicken. Like, this is why the whole thing confused me until I saw this headline last week, and I was going to bring it forward just to talk to you guys, not while we were doing the podcast, but just, wow, how curious this headline was. Here it is. Headline of the day: ultra-processed foods are turning human thighs into well-marbled steaks. ew. This was so that I read
If you're
that
a
and
cannibal,
went.
who's writing these headlines?
I read that and went.
Who
My mouth
focuses
is watering
on
now.
that
What
part?
is that?
That's
What is that?
well
So I
marbled
clicked-
steaks.
I clicked on it, and they've got the MRIs from this woman from her thighs, and they do look like well marbled steaks. This is a real legitimate story of a woman who ate nothing but ultra processed foods. So her diet was, so she's drinking pop, soda, she's eating ultra processed cereals like crazy. It's all she eats. Ultra processed foods, cookies, all of that stuff. This is what's happened to her. And I think to myself, wow, am I ever glad? Oh, hold on a second. I do have a weakness. And this weakness has caught up to me.
Uh-oh.
I love cereal.
Oh, yes.
Ever
I knew
since I
that.
was a kid, I've always liked cereal.
Sure.
And my mother never let me have the cereal
The sugary cereals.
that I wanted, that I
Same.
would see on TV.
Yeah.
No, you can't have Sugar
No.
Crisp.
But you can have some of your dad's all bran.
You can't
Right.
have Tricks. But
Yes,
Mom, Tricks are for kids.
Yeah.
But you can't have those.
No.
Not this kid.
We didn't have that stuff either unless we went on vacation and we were buying groceries, like we would go to Florida and have.
Exactly.
And then we got, you know what we got?
Exactly.
Those little mini boxes of cereals.
Oh, I love
like
those.
the 8-pack.
Oh, yeah.
I
Oh,
love-
that was the best.
I love those.
That was so
Anyway.
exciting. And you could just open it and pour the milk inside.
Oh,
It was
I love
the
those.
best.
I love it. Anyway, to keep this moving,
Yeah.
yes, I love those. And there was a period in my life where I was in between wives and living
Right.
on my own.
Yeah.
And I basically survived on eating,
Cereal.
Oh, yeah. And really, and I would just
I remember you telling me this.
I would go to the grocery store. Here's how I would shop, and I would just see what's on sale. I would go to the cereal aisle, and something's always on sale.
Yeah.
It's usually Post, or then it's General Mills, or then it's Kellogg's. So you can load up every week. Oh, that's on sale. I'll buy a box of that, and I'll buy a box of that. Anyway, long story short, remarried, and I'm eating healthy cereal. The cereal that I was eating for many, many years, and still am, is the most boring cereal you could possibly eat. Even more boring than plain Cheerios is whole wheat and bran.
It's awful.
It's
like
shredded,
chewing hay.
shredded wheat and bran, and I would
That's
add
what
a
I
bit-
eat every morning. Shredded wheat with bran.
Shredded wheat and bran,
Gross.
and it's good. For
I don't
it's got
think
a
I
lot
could
of
choke
fiber.
that
It's good
down.
for you.
Well, you add in blueberries or
Yeah, I have a
strawberries
banana
or
with
something,
mine, and you
Mm-hmm.
just get it, and then whatever. So that's what I've been eating, and that's what for the longest time. But every so often, as you say, Rachel, when you would go on a trip, when a holiday would arrive, if I see a box of cereal that's on sale and it's one of those goofy, like you can get Reese's peanut butter cereal. It's just the best.
Yeah.
If I see one of
You
those
could
on
eat that
sale,
as a snack, like just dry.
so I
you
grab it and maybe I'll throw it. We throw it in the cold room downstairs, and
Yeah.
then when I'm on vacation from work,
Right.
maybe I'll have that for a week.
Sure.
That's fun, and then I
Yeah.
go back to my regular. And anyway, now that I don't work a whole lot, what I've discovered when I do most of the shopping is that they will discount cereal all the time. I never pay full price for cereal.
No.
And sometimes there's all kinds of weird cereals that come. There's all kinds of weird combinations that Cheerios brings out. They recently did banana and caramel cereal.
Oh.
I looked at that and went, I'm intrigued.
That's
I
all.
But I'm not
actually-
paying $5 for that.
No.
No way in hell.
That sounds terrible.
Then
I
the-
tried their banana nut, I think they had.
Well, anyway,
Not banana
the other
caramel,
day I spotted it for $2. I'm like, okay, I'm in. So I look at my cold room and I go,
Well, you gotta try it.
I've
When in
got-
Rome,
I
right?
got all this cereal. I keep buying it because I see it on sale. And so what I've been doing is adding, Count Chocula to my.
Oh.
I add a little Count Chocula to my whole wheat and bran.
Right. Just for
I
some
add
flavor.
A little,
Sure.
Well, and then there's tie-ins with movies and TV shows. Did you know there was a Stranger Things cereal? It's really good.
No.
It's really
Okay.
it's
Is
not
it?
bad. There was cereal for Wicked. You got
Wow.
Wicked.
Oh yeah, I'm on top of this stuff. Anyway,
Jeez, I need to go
apparently
into the stores more often.
I'm too on top of this stuff.
I buy Life cereal, and that's about it.
and my thighs are about to become well marbled steaks. Anyway,
So you're having a
I don't
garage
know.
sale of just cereals pretty soon.
I'm just going to open my own just cereal store,
Yeah.
which
Oh
I would
my
have
gosh.
shopped at if there was a store.
Yes. Yes.
Coming soon.
Your cold room is just like a
Yeah.
cereal aisle.
That's
you
right.
know?
Dave's Cereals.
How lovely it must be to live north of Fanshawe and have that much cereal in your home.
Yeah, that you can't
You must
now
be very rich.
that you can't now eat.
Yeah.
Yeah. Of course he's look at his thighs.
Wow.
Poor Dave.
This is due to Underwhelming Demand, the podcast that's kind of like your team losing a playoff game in double overtime. Off-putting, to say the least. Am I right, Forman?
Disappointing.
That's another. That's what
Poor Forman.
you could call this podcast disappointing. That's
You
true.
could. You
Yeah.
could.
Very much
At the
so.
time of this record, I mean, I don't know what the series is like now by the time you hear this. But I mean, I thought, it had to be so when they scored
Had
in
the goal taken back,
single overtime, got the goal taken back. They get
Then-
awarded a penalty
then
shot.
got a penalty shot and didn't score.
They didn't score. Ottawa has to win.
Yeah, you were doomed.
And then they still lost. And it was the guy who missed the penalty shot that scored the winner in double overtime.
There you go. It's very sad.
Anyway,
Off-putting. Go ahead,
Oh, boy.
Foreman.
how do you eat your ice cream cake?
Well, I
now
don't. Thanks
I
for
can't.
asking.
Yeah, I can't either.
Jesus.
High fat.
No, I don't. We don't
I'm
eat
not
it.
allowed. No ice cream in my life.
I'm dairy free.
Yes, I can't eat it.
Or
Right.
a lactard, you might say.
A lactard.
More
Okay.
for me.
It's high in
Yes.
cholesterol, and
Yeah.
I cannot eat it.
Well, they are delightful.
I know.
I've heard.
Just had one for Emily's 9th birthday.
Great.
Yeah, it was. Other than too many of our friends ate it, so there really wasn't a lot
Oh.
left over for the family.
Well, this is why you,
You
don't
always have
invite
to buy a-
friends to a birthday party with ice cream cake. What are you?
You just buy a bigger cake so you
Yes.
have leftovers.
It was a pretty big. Anyway, it was got into quite a debate between Ashley and I, and Emily and Harley, of how you eat your cake in what order, because there's 3 layers.
Right.
There's the vanilla part, there's the chocolate part, and then there's that cookie fudge crunchy part down the middle.
Yes.
In your
boy.
classic Dairy
All
Queen
of
ice cream
that
cake.
sounds great, Foreman.
It
Thanks a
is.
lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Keep thinking about that.
Yeah.
Probably gluten free, I've heard.
Probably
well, that
gluten
doesn't-
free. But
Yeah, it doesn't help
Jeremy
me.
is gluten free, but he can't eat the fat now. So
Yeah, doesn't
anyway,
help.
Yeah, I don't think it's gluten free at all.
Yeah.
But
the cookie
chance.
wouldn't be gluten free.
no. But what order would you eat that? When you could, back when you were young and spry and could shovel anything
Yeah.
you wanted into your
Yeah,
mouth.
which I can't do anymore. I don't really have an order on that. I don't think. It depends on. I think I'm more prone probably to. I've always sort of been the kind of person that when I'm eating something, if there's something on my plate that's not my favorite, that might be what I would devour first.
Yeah.
To
I
save
see.
the best for last.
Which
Yeah.
every child has not figured out yet. Like we always tell them,
Yeah.
if you got beans or peas or something on your
Yeah.
plate,
Yeah.
just eat it first and get it out of the way. But they always want to leave it to last, don't they?
See,
Yeah.
I discovered that, and this
Yeah,
is how
they don't know what delayed gratification is. Yeah.
Well, no, it's
They're
not
kids.
even that. I didn't know what delayed gratification was when I was 7 or 8 years old, but what I did know is that my older sister and my younger sister hated the same things that I hated. And you know what they hated even more? If I pretended that I liked what they hated and I ate it first. They hated
You're
that.
such a shit disturber.
I know, and that's
Oh.
can tell you exactly
Yeah.
why I turned out
I
the
can
way
imagine how-
Yes,
yeah.
the way I turned out, Yeah. So that's what I would do. I likely would have gone. So what did you? But I
Vanilla
also
chocolate and then the cookie part.
Okay, I actually am I like to eat things all together, like how it's supposed to be.
No,
like
that's not.
I
that's
like to
not
have
the game.
that's not an
No.
option here, Rachel.
You're not eating it all. You're not getting a bit of each on every bite. No.
Why?
No.
No. You're splitting
Okay.
it apart and tell me the order.
If I have to split it apart, I'm eating vanilla first, then
No.
chocolate,
No.
then the cookie because that's the best part.
I would eat cookie. I would eat vanilla. I would eat chocolate.
No. The correct order is chocolate, then cookie, then vanilla.
Why?
Why is vanilla the best?
It's not because it's the best necessarily. Then Ashley leaves the cookie till the end because that's the best part. And
Yeah.
She wants to savor it. That's the part she will actually even kind of chew because she's trying to savor
You know
it.
she doesn't like to
Her
do that.
chewing game, anti-chewing.
Yeah.
Ashley's anti-chewing, right?
Yeah. But I would leave the vanilla to last because that cookie fudge chocolate chunky part is a lot. It's sticky. There's a lot of flavor going on there. It's very strong. Something nice and light and easy to wash it down with is the vanilla.
I see.
Forman, you're one of those people who says vanilla is my favorite ice cream flavor.
It's not my favorite, but I like it.
My
I do like
thoughts on
vanilla.
that is if vanilla is your favorite ice cream flavor, you are vanilla. That's,
But
that's just a
you
fact.
are the most vanilla person I've ever met.
How?
Take a look in the mirror.
What? Because I'm white?
Very.
Well,
You're
okay.
very
See-through.
vanilla.
I know. Okay, I look vanilla,
Yes.
but inside I am not.
I know.
So-
And that's why I think you rebel against vanilla because you are vanilla.
Because my
Right.
skin is so white.
Yes, you are
Fight
vanilla.
it so much.
That's right. That's why you fight it.
I don't think so.
Yes, that's exactly it.
Okay.
No one has a stronger opinion on vanilla than you do.
Yes.
It's
true.
Listen, this is not a psychological deep dive into my psyche.
I believe it
This
is.
is about Forman's stupid
Nope.
cake.
Okay, well, we'll go back to the cake. I'm not a cookie person. Not that I don't like them, but there's
Yeah.
something that I can go, I don't need that. I'm not going to eat that. I do enjoy ice cream. I do like vanilla, despite what you say, Rachel. And every time there's a survey done, what's the most popular
I
ice
know.
cream flavor? Vanilla finishes first.
It's just stupid.
Yeah.
It's so stupid.
I think vanilla is a great flavor.
And I think-
I still would eat the chocolate last only because I think chocolate's my favorite flavor of ice cream. So
Yeah.
yeah.
But I think you don't leave the cookie to last
No,
because
ever.
the
I would
other
eat
the
it
added
first.
bonus is that it's chocolate and vanilla soft serve ice cream basically as the cake, right?
Yeah.
And how you don't get that at home,
Nope.
so I want to savor that.
Okay.
No one seems to agree with me other than Dave apparently.
Yeah, I don't
I'm all
really
right
agree.
with it. I'm
No
all
one
right
in
with
this
it.
house agrees with me.
No.
Also, I think it's a mental game because the cookie part is the smallest part of the cake, right? It's the smallest layer. So mentally, you think, oh, that must be the most valuable.
Oh,
It's,
okay.
it's more scarce than the other parts.
Scarce.
The vanilla
what-
is plentiful. The chocolate is like half of what the vanilla is, the amount. And then the cookie is just like a thin layer of. So I think that's, to me, I'm like, oh, well, this must be the best part. 'Cause
Okay,
it's
so you would go
not as much.
which way did you go? Vanilla, cookie, chocolate, or
vanilla, chocolate, then cookie.
You like the cookie. What
or
about your
I
kids,
would eat the
Foreman?
vanilla and then the chocolate and cookie together.
Okay, Foreman, you're not allowed to do that.
I know, I
Foreman, what did your kids do?
They leave the cookie to last.
Cookies last, so they're like mom.
Yeah, they're like
and
Mom.
me.
Yeah.
And then they complain about the icing, which again is something you like. Eat the icing first. Eat the
the
gel
icing's like the
writing on
yeah.
the design. Eat that first too. Get rid of
Yeah,
it.
I don't like
Right.
that.
But
Stuff.
Ashley loves that part. She thinks she
Really?
actually
No, I don't like it.
would say that the gel is almost as good as the cookie.
No, I think it's
Which is
weird
disgusting.
tasting.
No.
Yeah, to be honest, the Dairy Queen ice cream cakes are not my favorite. I know people love them.
Of course,
I also
they're not.
I can't eat them anymore anyway. So
Okay, all right.
But-
That was fun.
okay, you both suck because vanilla is your favorite and ice cream cakes are awful.
This is due to Underwhelming Demand. It's the podcast that's perfect for you if you're not expecting much.
True.
That's the truth. That
Yeah.
is the truth.
If you're looking to go to all the trouble of putting on a podcast, turning it on and finding one that you like, just to be like, huh, here we are.
Yeah. Well, that was a podcast.
That's fine. That was fine.
I guess if I Yes, I got exactly what I expected.
As advertised.
As advertised.
We did something right.
Yes, of
Yeah.
course.
And I'm doing something right as well, because I have now found in absolutely my 40-year-old plus woman category. There are 4 categories that women who are 40 and up fall into. Right?
Oh, okay.
And
I
I
found
was-
5.
I've seen these
What's that?
5 for me.
Yeah.
You found 5.
Yes.
Okay, can I
5
hear?
categories.
Yes.
Well, let's hear the 5 categories.
There's cougar. There's cougar auntie. There's thundercat, jaguar, and panther.
Oh, any of the? Which one
I
is?
don't even know
Which one is you?
other than cougar.
I'm curious to know which one you are, Rachel.
I have no idea. That's not even what I'm talking about. What's a panther and a
anti-cougar?
cougar? Something?
You're an anti-cougar.
A cougar
Anti-cougar.
auntie is a slang term for women in their early 40s transitioning into the cougar category.
Oh, well, I'm 42, so maybe that's me then. I'm early 40s.
Okay.
And then you go into thundercat, a term sometimes used to describe older women in these categories.
Thundercat.
46 plus.
Thundercat.
Wow.
50 to
Ooh.
59 is jaguar. 60 to 68 is panther.
Okay. Yes.
Really?
A gray panther.
Well, how old is a cougar?
Cougar
great.
is 40 to 49.
Okay.
A confident, often successful, single woman dating younger men.
Okay. Well, you're not
Sure.
single, so that's off the
Not
table.
confident, successful,
Okay,
or
But
So
perhaps
you
when all the
think-
divorces come through, then that's when you become a cougar auntie, and then you become a cougar.
yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Well,
Yeah.
what are your 4 categories then, Rachel?
Okay, so you might have seen, well, maybe you haven't, but I'm 40 and my algorithm shows me these things, these memes that will sort you into
Okay.
your categories, after you're 40. And I don't know why it's after 40. Maybe it's because your kids are a bit older, you have some more time. I don't know.
Are you the equivalent of a Hufflepuff?
What's that mean? I
You're
don't
being
know.
sorted into your assigned category.
Yes, basically. I don't know. We need the sorting hat. So you get into plants. You might get into plants or gardening. You might get into books. You're reading a lot. You get into sourdough baking or maybe general homesteading. Or you're into pickleball, strength training, walking with a weighted vest. That's your category,
And which one are you?
Those are the 4.
You're not any
Those
of
are
those.
the 4. I am a plant lady. I'm a plant lady. And I've become more and more a plant lady. For a long time, I wanted to be a plant lady. My mom had lots of plants and she still does. But every time I would buy something, I would kill it. Well, in the last few years, I've realized I'm keeping these things alive. And not only am I keeping these things alive, I'm propagating them and creating more plants. How's
Isn't
that
that
for
a
a
fake
plant lady?
plant right behind you?
Yeah, that's fake. Yeah.
That doesn't. Yeah. That's not propagating when you plant a fake plant.
This one's fake because there's no light in here. But I
Okay.
needed something
I see.
in this room to look kind of alive.
Okay.
Yeah. But upstairs, I have a whole bunch of plants and I've bought more recently. I'm in the process. I want to make a whole wall of plants.
Oh, my.
I don't have a very great spot in my house with a lot of light. So the one room is kind of it. And anyway, this week I bought a hanger for over top of the sink so I could hang plants from there.
Oh, my.
So that's been a whole project all week to get all the things that I need for that.
Right.
And then I went to the plant place and I bought a few more things. And Jeremy's like, really? You bought more? And then I went to another friend's house and she gave me some cuttings from her plants. So now I'm propagating those. And then I decided to propagate another one at home.
I've never heard the word propagate so much.
So you can cut off
Yeah.
pieces of plants. You stick them in water and you have to know how to do it. And they grow roots and then you plant them and it becomes a new plant.
Multiplying plants.
Oh,
Yeah.
sure.
You
Okay.
multiply plants.
Yeah, you're
So
my mom.
This is, huh?
You're my mom.
Yeah,
Why?
you've
Is she a
become
plant person?
your mother, probably.
Because there's some areas of that house you can't even you can't walk around the room because it's all plants.
Oh,
it's all
that's my
propagated
dream.
plants and
Propagated
and
plants.
There's
Oh,
so,
that's
like,
amazing.
How many do you need of the same plant? Why keep spreading them? Oh, just because you can into a new pot?
Sure. It's
to
a
take
great
up
hobby.
a little more space of this room so you can't even go in it anymore?
You could give them to friends. You could sell them, I guess, if you wanted to. I don't know. Some people
I don't
do.
know. I didn't know you were a plant lady. And by the way, I used to, I don't know if you recall this, Rachel, but when I first started doing mornings full-time a number of years ago, I worked at a different radio station, and they hired me to do mornings, but they also, the long-term goal, I had been a program director. They also wanted me to be the program director. So that eventually happened, and they gave me an office. And it was it's where you work now, Forman, in that building, the towers.
Oh, downtown? Yeah.
Downtown. And so I had this really nice office with I'd never had a really nice office before. I had a big desk.
Well, you
and
were the
chairs
boss.
and plants. There were plants in the office.
They were already
Really?
in
And
there.
I didn't really know anything about the plants. They were just there. And then one day, after I got off the radio in the morning, and I was in doing other work in my office, using my office, clearly for what it's intended, whatever it was that I did, this woman came in and knocked on the door of my office, and I said, hello. And she came in and she goes, hello, I'm here to look after your plants.
Wow.
And I said, you are? Wow. And so I eventually, I never knew her name, but I called her. I would just say, oh, hello, plant lady. She would come in and I said,
Didn't
"Hi,
bother to
plant-"
learn her name.
No, I never learned her name. And here's the funny thing.
And she would just come in and water them once
She
a week?
would water them, and I would talk about her
Yeah.
on the air, about my plant lady here at the office.
probably
was
why
my
she didn't
plant
want to tell
lady.
you her name.
I just called her that. And when she would arrive, I'd say, oh, so happy to see you, plant lady. Hi, nice to see you.
Yeah.
Anyway, turns out many years after that, I used to run into the plant lady.
Oh.
And she would come up to me and say, remember me? And I'm like, oh, plant lady, yes. She loved being called plant
still
lady.
don't know her name?
I've forgotten it. I do know her name. I
Oh,
think it
you
was
learned
Kath-
it at some point.
I think her name was Kathy. She was married to a guy. I used to see her at events and stuff like that.
that's
and
fun.
She was lovely, and she loved being a plant lady. But I
Actually-
don't think you're that plant lady.
I would
'Cause
be now
She
because-
was delightful.
Now I find myself...
She was lovely.
Oh, and I'm not. Thank you.
Well, I don't know.
I've-
Because I thought these categories were going to be like your low maintenance, your high maintenance.
No. You guys were all ready to put me in your own category.
that's what I thought. the
Look how much
category
these are
was.
stuff
like-
she needs for these plants.
These are hobbies. Oh my gosh. I've bought all kinds of different soils because I had to make a chunky soil mix and
course, yeah.
replant some of the ones that I had done. And I bought this moss that you have to like soak and it expands because it comes hardened, right? And it stinks, but it keeps the plants moist.
When,
So
So
like,
that's good.
like
have you-
mother, like plant.
Yeah. When you discovered that you were this plant lady,
Yeah.
I
I don't know if it was a discovery. It was like a natural progression, I think.
see. And do
Yeah.
you talk to people about all of
Yes.
your plant lady
So,
stuff?
We hosted Easter here, and so my cousin was here, and she's my age, and she was like, "Oh, I love all your plants. Like I am so into plants now
no.
too, and I
And
want
those-
that kind." And I said, "Well, actually, I'm propagating that one here, so you can just take that one home."
Okay. So
I
I'm
said,
just,
"This is a small one,"
Yeah.
and she's like, "Really?" I said, "Yes, you could just take it. I've got 3 other ones."
Did you
right
tell her
here,
all
so
about
you
the
can
lumpy
take it."
soil and the that
Stinky
Yeah.
moss.
all the stinky,
I said,
all
well, I
that
just-
other really really boring stuff you've been
We
telling
did
us
talk
about?
Yes, I said, "Oh, I bought some perlite to mix in with the dirt with the soil." She's like, "Oh, you did get perlite?" I'm like, "Yep, I got some perlite."
Did you do it at the dinner table? Because everybody
Nope, I
else
did
would
it
have
on
been
the counter.
sound asleep, I think, by the
On the
time you were
counter.
done. Okay.
Yeah. This is due to underwhelming demand. This
Yeah.
isn't the plant podcast.
Well,
And I think we're in
I would
danger
listen to that. I would listen
of
to
it
that
becoming
at this
one of
point.
those.
Yes.
I never thought this would be me.
No.
I find myself going over. I kind of check my little babies out, and I see how they're
sure.
doing,
Okay.
and does anything need to be kind of pruned off, or who needs water? Because not everybody needs to be watered at the same time. So
What were the other choices again? There was the gym rat.
the gym, yeah, or the weighted
reader.
vest walker, the reader, and the sourdough. You're making sourdough and all kinds of other shit at home. Which I've done. It's fine. I mean, I've done all those other things, but plants is my Like that's my go-to. I think that's my hard and fast for sure.
Well,
now
if
I
you're
know
looking
that.
for some.
I wanted to become the gym rat, the workout. No, it's plants.
Okay, well, and this is
It's
due
plants.
to underwhelming demand, not plant talk. Okay.
Well, it could
While
be.
Dave may
Could
be shortly having a cereal garage sale, I predict someday in the semi-near future, Rachel might have a lot of plant stuff to get rid of.
I think so too.
I don't think so, guys. It's gonna keep growing.
This is due to Underwhelming Demand, the podcast with Dave, Rachel, and Forman that you can get wherever you get your podcast, Spotify or Google or on Apple, where they have a disclaimer on our podcast.
What?
Which I found entertaining.
They have a disclaimer for us.
They have a disclaimer that basically says
say?
it's the name of a podcast due to Underwhelming Demand. It has nothing to do with Apple. This is the funniest thing ever.
Really? Oh,
Yes.
okay. No, we
They
did call ourselves that.
Yes.
So
It's like their AI roundup or whatever. You know the AI description of everything when you search for something?
Right. The Apple people basically said, by the way, this is a podcast featuring Dave, Rachel, and Forman that comes out weekly. It has nothing to do with anything that Apple provides.
that's so funny.
It is funny. I'm proud of that.
Wow.
I'm very proud of that.
Is that from Megan? Because she sent us a thing, a picture of that, basically, a screenshot.
Yeah,
Yes.
well, I posted it. Yeah, it's an active podcast
Oh, you posted
hosted by
it.
Dave,
I
Rachel,
see.
and Forman, featuring
Right.
candid conversations and humor available on Apple Podcasts. It is not a reference to a decline in Apple Podcasts service, but rather the title of this specific show, which regularly releases new episodes.
I love
That
it.
is so funny.
I would
saw
say
that
it is
yesterday.
a reference to a decline in Apple's service, actually.
Wow.
I saw that yesterday, Foreman, and automatically
I did not see that.
I reposted it because I thought it was hysterically
That's
funny.
very funny.
I'm very proud of that. We should all be very proud of that. Anyway, this fine
Yeah.
podcast, which we are now very proud of the name and
Yes.
and the disclaimer from Apple,
Yep.
was sponsorless. We're not proud of that.
No.
So if you would like to sponsor the podcast, or if you know somebody that would, the sponsorships work
Sure.
because we yak our heads off about whatever you are trying to sell or
Yep.
trying to deliver to people, and people pay attention when they listen to a podcast.
And a lot of our sponsors have come back. I would say most of them have returned, and they have found it worth their while. So there you go.
There you go. Anyway,
Underwhelming.ca, or you can email, message us, whatever.
Dave Rachel
And we'll
Foreman at
give you the
gmail.com.
info.
Underwhelming.ca, that's the website, and you can go there and find out everything you need to know. You can
Send
also
a message
message
through
us.
underwhelming.ca.
What's that?
Send a message through underwhelming.ca like Dave Powery has.
Oh,
Dave.
okay. What is Dave saying?
Yeah.
Yes.
How do I go about getting a couple of shout-outs done?
Ah, okay.
Right
Good
there.
question.
Yes.
You can just go to our website, go to the DUD Shop, which is where our merch is, but you can
Right.
also just purchase shout outs right on the website. Foreman's wearing our merch today, but you can in the DUD Shop in the store there, you can purchase a shout out for $20.
No, we'll do it. We'll do it.
It goes right through, and you can type your message in there, and we receive it, and then we'll say it on hopefully the very, very next episode if we haven't recorded it already. And yeah, you can just do it there. Underwhelming.ca/store is
Okay.
where it is.
And you can also message us there. You can send us messages. Do we have anything? Are we hearing from anyone?
I have one from Peter, who is responding to last week when I brought up that inner ear thing. People can only 16% of people can make their ears go fuzzy, kind of staticky.
Rachel's
Sure.
impossible question.
Yeah.
Peter says, "Hey, I'm here to respond to Rachel's inner ear thing. I have been able to do it my entire life,
Whoa.
but can only make the rumbling with my eyes closed. Besides that, I can make a clicking noise to pop my ears too. Everyone I ask has no idea what I mean when I tell them to click their ears to pop them during flights or change in elevation. Any other questions? Ask away."
I can do that. I mean, I think I just swallow when I do that.
Yeah, yawn or swallow or
Yawn or
something.
It
swallow and I
doesn't
can
click
pop them.
though. It just kind
No.
of clears.
No,
for me.
but I can
it doesn't
clear it.
click.
Gum work, chewing gum works
Block
too.
your nose and your mouth and
Yeah, you can do a
try and
push.
blow out,
You
it'll-
can do a little
I
blow.
feel like that would really hurt me if I try. I've
No,
tried
it doesn't
that, and
hurt.
then I'm
It
like,
does- it
"Ugh, I
usually
don't know."
It's kind of
pops.
clicky.
It pops them. It'll get rid of some earwax too. It just flies out. Just kidding.
It'll splatter
I-
right onto the bare feet beside you.
Make
I do
sure
have
that you're sitting
questions,
beside
Peter.
your family when you do that. When you do
Right.
that blow, okay?
Not a friend. Do you do this, Peter, when you are trying to block people out? Like, can you still hear? Or is it like a total block out of sound? Like, I'm assuming you can still hear. It's just
He
like
may
a
have
little bit
already
muffled.
blocked. He may have already blocked that out.
His
He's
eyes are
blocked us
closed.
out
His
now.
ears are
He's blocked
rumbling.
that out.
Yeah,
You
he
can't
puts
hear
on the podcast and clicks his ears,
That's right. That's it.
goes to sleep.
Just click your ears.
it. Yeah. Aaron sent
funny.
us a message about my pet pressuring,
Uh-huh.
Okay, yep.
saying, just get a cat, Forman.
No.
When you go away, all someone needs to do is stop and feed it and occasionally clean the litter.
Okay.
I'm sure the cat distribution system will find your house like it found my house. Where there's going to be a cat that's going to have kittens under your deck, or one will show up and someone will feed it. And it's never going to
Yes.
leave.
Yeah.
That was every cat we
No.
had growing up. They just showed up, and now it's our
No.
cat.
No. You don't want that.
But it's like a barn cat, and you don't really know where it's been,
I don't
Yeah.
right?
want
Or what it has.
And that's
I
what
don't
Aaron says. Growing up on the farm, we had at least 15 bar cats.
Well,
of course, yeah.
when you
They all
live on-
died in various ways until my mom
Uh.
got a cat from a family friend, and now that cat is 20 years old.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah, farm
See-
cats just kind of roam wild. That's
Well,
a
and they
that's a different.
multiply quite
That's
a
not
bit.
really a pet.
Yeah, I didn't. Yeah, but I have a friend who they have obviously barn cats too, but sometimes the kids find one of the kittens and they bring it inside, and then that becomes the inside cat.
Uh-oh.
So,
Yep.
yeah.
Okay. No, don't get a cat.
No. Well, you could. I mean,
Don't.
Cats
did
were
you
never
guys
on the
think
table.
of? Oh, the cats weren't. They're probably a lot easier to take care of.
No dog yet?
Nope.
Not yet.
Yeah.
Form-
When's that
Yeah,
happening?
Foreman's hanging in.
Even he knows he's being worn down.
Like,
Even he
even-
knows he's going to lose this battle.
You know, sometimes we're at the pool and just like the kids are having their swim practice, and then Karen comes in with her dog Toby and brings the dog into the pool.
Oh.
Very, very, very cute dog.
Ooh.
Lovely, well behaved.
You're allowed to bring dogs
Well,
in there?
just like briefly in her arms, like not
Oh.
running around or anything, just holding up briefly.
Dogs are allowed a lot of places now because people have, the dogs are for, stress and everything else. So I see dogs in malls. I see dogs everywhere. Restaurants.
Really?
Yeah.
Whenever I go to Winners or whatever, people bring dogs in there all the time, and I'm always like, why are they? I know they're allowed in there now. Home Depot, people bring dogs.
Mm-hmm.
Like, who's bringing? I'm never bringing my dog to those places. She would freak out.
Well, yeah, your dog's not welcome.
No, my dog.
When you have a nice
my
dog,
dog
like
doesn't want to
Toby,
be.
he can be patiently in
That's
your
true.
arms
You
for
don't have
5
a nice
minutes.
dog.
Well,
Leave.
she would be in my arms. She would love that. I could put her in a little carrying sack, and she'd love that. But I'm not going to.
Don't do that.
Don't get a dog.
No. Megan has a message for you, Rachel.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Megan.
Penis Megan?
Phallic Megan. Yeah.
Oh, is that
Phallic
the
Megan.
Oh, drawer full of dicks,
Poor
Megan.
Megan.
Yeah.
Drawer
Poor
full of
Megan.
dicks. Okay.
Yes.
Saying,
what's up?
Rachel, I had to go grain-free for a bit, not just gluten-free. The Hope store closer to Elmer has really good cookbook that you can't get online. If I still had mine, I'd probably be photocopying lots of it, but they also have tons of alternative flours and stuff you can use while cooking.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, okay. I mean,
Handy.
I'll check that out. Thank
Handy.
you.
That's
Yeah,
very
she's
handy.
The
suggests
Hope store.
Avoid using corn as a thickener or anything else. Maybe potato starch is a good substitute. You can get it
Okay.
at Bulk Barn. So
Is that like a 1-for-1? Anyway, I'll have to look that. You know what? I've talked to some other friends who are gluten-free, and they're telling me that the good gluten-free flours, and some of them are like 1-for-1, like 1 cup equals 1 cup of regular flour. Not all do. Some of them like stick to your teeth after you've made stuff, so it's not that great, and others are better. Anyway, so
Oh, okay.
yeah, any tips you have, I'm happy to receive them, because Jeremy's gluten-free and fat-free, basically, so too. He's got
The
all-
gluten's not an issue for me, but the fat is.
the fat is, yeah, he can't eat like anything, so.
yeah.
anyway.
Well, back to the food, back to the cake. Already, Melissa has said, my kids don't like any part of the cake but the vanilla. So I cut that part for them out, and then there's more chocolate and fudge part for me.
Okay, well, that's fine.
See, that's smart.
I like that. Listen, Forman, you can have the vanilla. I will have all your cookie and chocolate part. Fine.
But then she goes on to say, Forman, do not crack and get the dog.
Keep telling you. No.
We started with fish, and I'm stuck feeding and cleaning their tank.
Oh, yeah. Get a
we
turtle.
got fish too originally, and then Jeremy was the one that kept it alive.
Exactly.
fish.
I remember
didn't know
you
that, but I
getting
knew
your
that.
fish, and we knew you wouldn't look
The fish,
after it.
it was named Cat. Yeah.
There's more to this, by the way. The kids, they wanted rabbits. And now my husband is out in the barn cleaning pens and feeding them.
Rabbits live forever. Don't get a rabbit.
There's
That's
more.
forever.
I told the kids we're not getting a dog. It's a lot of work, and we like to be gone a lot, and that's not fair to the dog. I said they like to eat toys and shoes, and you would have to make sure your rooms are spotless, and that's just not happening no matter how many times I say clean your room. They watched one of our lambs. Oh, boy. I
Don't want to read that
this ahead of
part.
time.
Okay, I don't want to know what happens to the poor lamb.
Oh God.
Lamb met a vehicle on the road. let's say.
Okay, all right.
Poor lamb.
Yeah.
You can take that deer?
And
You
now
can take that
they
lamb?
understand that could happen to a dog, too. so.
Right. Yeah. I mean,
Anyway.
yeah.
Don't get a dog. Don't get a bunny. Don't get whatever
Foreman's
you don't.
absolutely
a-
getting a dog.
Don't get a dog.
He will have
Don't
a
get a
dog
lamb.
within the next year.
Don't get a lamb.
No question.
Get them a goat.
God. Keep
We're
that
not
in your
doing
yard.
the goats.
Keep that in your yard.
I like goats.
But they'll cut the grass for me, so.
That's right.
Meh.
No.
That never works. That's right. The goats don't cut the grass for you. They don't even know how to start the lawnmower. That's the worst
Most
joke in the
old
world.
man joke you've
I
ever
know
told.
it is. That's a dad joke.
What a dad
Sorry.
joke.
What a dad joke.